Good morning, class. Welcome to Saint Peter School. This is our science class, and this is our sixth class. Today we are going to in previous class we studied about what are the parts of flowers, what is seed germination, what are the different process of seed dispersal. We studied about what is sprouting. So we have discussed all these points. Now today we are going to study about the very important topic, that is life cycle of plant, or we can say that this is the conclusion of this chapter, that it is the heading of the chapter only, that is life cycle of plant. Now we are going to today conclude all the steps we studied about the life cycle of plants. So before starting the class, I would request all the students, please take out your books and keep in front of you. Take out page number 167. Okay, so you will see the first line written on the page number 167, life cycle of plants. We discussed it lots of time previously also, that what is actually the steps of seed germination, but we will conclude today also what is actually the life stages of the life cycle of the plants. So we will start with the life cycle of the plant with the seed germination. Seed germination is the very first step of growing a new plant. Okay, so what, and we have already discussed that how it occurs, how we have done one experiment with the chana, right, that is called sprout. That sprout is nothing, that is a seed germination only. The white structure comes out of the seed is known as seed germination. So the first stage of the life cycle of plant is seed germination. Okay, so after that, what second stage of the life cycle of plant is seedling. What is seedling? Seedling is nothing, a very small tiny plants when comes out of the after the seed germination is known as seedling. What happens when you sow any seeds into a soil? You will see in a few days there is a small, there is a fine green structure on your whole soil. So what is that? That is nothing, that is called seedling. Seedling is a first new plant comes out of the soil, that is called seedling. So seedling is the second stage of the life cycle of plants. After that, in third stage, what happens? Root part started developing, and little bit shoot part also started developing as a fine small structure of leaves you can see in a third stage. Okay, after that, you will when we will come to the fourth stage, we will get a proper plant having branches also, having the flowers also. So this will be known as the flowering plants. And once the flowering occurs, we all know that flowers helps the plants in fertilization. Flowers have a very reproductive part in it. So what happens then after, once the flowers grows, the formation of fruits occur. Okay, now after the once the formation of fruits occur, if it is not plucked by us, then what happens? After some time, these fruits will be dried and seeds will comes out of this, and seeds will fall on the soil. And after getting a proper temperature of the sunlight, water, and moisture, what happens? Those seeds also started growing into a new plant, and that is called seed germination started. So what happens? We started from here and we ended upon here. So this is called a life cycle. You can say that the life cycle of plants can be divided into six stages: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can say that the life cycle of plants mainly divided into six stages. First is seed germination, after that seedling, after that small plants you can say, and after that there is a flowering plant, after that fruits step, and then after again the seeds come out of seed germination, you can say seeds come out of the fruit and seed started germinating. So how this is the way how plants complete their life cycle. What is actually the all this what is this actually the steps which one seed covers in a requires all these steps to grow into a new plant. Okay, so these steps are required in growing a new plant. Now up to this, we come to know that seed helps us in growing a new plant. Now a very new topic will be introduced to you, that not only the seeds helps in growing a new plant, but there are also some parts of the plants which helps in growing a new plant. Okay, इसका मतलब है कि seed, not only seed helps in growing a plant, but there are also like we know that plants have different parts: stem part, root part, leaf. So different part of plants is there. Okay, so not only seeds helps in growing new plant, but there is also some part of the plant which also helps in growing a new plant. So we will study about this one by one. What are those parts? Okay, from like before starting this, I would like to inform you that what happens every time whatever fruit we eat is not only the seed part, okay, or it's not only, it is it may be a different part, and like it's not only a fruit part, it might be developed by the other part of the plant. For example, what happens, like radish, carrot, it's not a fruit, it's actually a development of roots which modified into a root, sorry, modified into a fruit, and we eat a root part of that plant. That is, radish is a root part of that plant. Carrot is a root part of the plant. So in the same way, like a sugar cane, sugar is not a fruit part of the plant, it's a stem. So what we eat stem as a fruit. So that's why we are discussing today here that these parts also helps in developing new plants. For example, first we will discuss about roots of the sweet potato, turnip, carrot, radish, etc. give rise to a new plant. We all know that for us turnip, carrot, radish is a fruit or the vegetable, but actually this is not a fruit part of the plant, this is actually a root part of the plant. This is actually the root. We eat roots of the that plant. Okay, so now this carrot, turnip, what happens like from we can grow a new plant by the that these fruits only. Place what small experiment is given here, you can look here in the box, it is written activity. Okay, so place the top parts of the carrots in a glass of water as shown in the picture. After some days, you will see new plants growing from the carrot tops. What you have to do? You have to cut the top part of the carrot, and if you will or you will not cut the part also, and you will put it in a water, like a water, one, take a container filled with water and put the top part of the carrot into a water. After few days, what you will see, that small green structure started developing from the root part of that carrot, like from the lower side, from the top part of the carrot, which part you have embedded in a water. From there a new small plant started growing. That is why it is known as that the radish or the sweet potato is helps in growing a new plant. And actually what is carrot and radish, that is actually the modification of root. Okay, stem, new plants grow from the stem cutting of rose, shoe, flowers, sugarcane, etc. So which stems help in growing a new plant? Sugarcane stems. Actually that is that is fruit for us, but that what is sugarcane? Sugarcane is a modification of stem only, and we can grow a new plant from the sugarcane stem. And more example given here, shoe flower or the cutting of the rose. Most of the time you have seen that most of the people, what they do, they bring a cutting of the rose to grow a new rose plant, right? So for them, it's not necessary a seed of rose we require for growing a new rose plant. We use a cutting of the rose. We can use any cutting of the rose plant, and we can grow a new rose plant. Okay. Potato and ginger are underground stems. A potato has birds called eyes, which grows into a new plant. This is very common example. We every time see in our home that when if we will left potato for many days, so what happens? The small white bird structure started developing from that. So that is nothing. That is the small plant started growing from the that bird. Okay, bird, what is you can see a black spot on the flower, which is known as the eyes of the flower. But that is nothing, that is a bird of the bird of that part. Okay, and what is potato and ginger? Potato and ginger is the modification of stem only. So from there they started growing a new plant. They can grow their new plant with the stem only. We don't need a seed of the potato or the seed of the ginger to grow a a new ginger plant or potato plant. Potato plant itself help in growing a new plant. Okay, and potato is the stem part of the plant. So up to this we have seen that the roots helps in growing a new plant, and the stem helps in growing a new plant. Other than seed also, these part also helps in growing a new plant. In next class we will discuss more about the modification, that is leaves and the spores also helps in growing a new plant. We will discuss about this in the next class, and we have almost covered the chapter, and we will discuss some more few important points also given on the page number 170. So we will discuss all those points, and then we will move to the exercise. Okay, so till the time what you are going to do, you are going to keep revising all the topics we have covered yet in. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. Thank you. Bye bye.